Let's see. We think we're trying to go live here. Oh,
Is it
it's
live?
going live.
It is.
It is.
Great.
Okay. Hey, everyone. It's Inez and Stephanie.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday morning. So today we are at a walkthrough.
Milton, Georgia, beautiful new construction home, our final walkthrough. We are so excited to welcome these folks to not only be, they're not first-time home buyers, but they are first-time United States home buyers moving in from the Netherlands into Georgia.
Very good. And Inez has worked with these folks for about 8 months now.
Mhm.
Yes. And it's not because it took that long to find a house,
No.
but part of their process of moving here,
Yes.
it takes that long. You want to have plenty of time to
Right.
plan your move and find the right home like this gorgeous
Well, and it's a
home.
whole other beast when you're also, it's the move, it's the visas, it's the permitting, it's all
The
the
job.
things. It's the job.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine how stressful it is when you move from one neighborhood to the next or from one county to the next,
Mhm.
from state to state, but it is from one country to the next. Whew, it's an undertaking and it's super fun.
What were a couple of those challenges that you had or you didn't foresee when you started working with them? Because it was such a big change.
Yeah, so one of the things is that I didn't really think about in the beginning is, so their money is in the euro.
Oh.
And so he had all his funds. And so really trying to navigate, because they are cash buyers, so navigate through not only when it came to like earnest money and having that attorney understand that where the earnest money is. And they actually deal with their whole, it's their commerce. Like they're,
Yeah.
like we have a Forsyth commerce. It's their commerce for their entire country that then it's not like a financial institution. They write the letters that help you. So it's a whole
Wow.
different process. It's super cool. Got to learn great things, which was fun. And then now I'm ready for anyone who wants
Yes.
to come to
Who
the
wants
United
to come?
States.
Come on. Yeah.
We got you.
Exactly. No, I was really just impressed, not only how you went above and beyond, because it was such a long process, but just some of those challenges and learnings that you've told me that you've learned along the way. And it's maybe
Yes.
changed you as a person and as a real
Yes.
estate agent.
Yeah, so it is just, as moms,
Mhm.
as business people, as just people, we understand how very delicate it is and stressful it can be when you're uprooting your entire family. But really the stress of them not knowing anyone and really being that person that they could call for the simplest things. Their kids are having a couple of challenges. They're struggling moving in. How can you help? What's
Mhm.
around? I'm struggling to find my dog food.
Yeah.
Just the simplest things that they really need help with. Their child, just trying to find their way. And so being not only the person, listen, anyone can, show you a house, right? So to show a house, we've all seen HGTV. That's not what we do, right? We don't.
It's about 5% of it.
Right. We
or
don't.
less.
Right. To just show a house. I mean, that's, I like to go into people's houses. So that's one of my funny, my best parts.
It's all on the up and up.
Right. It's all on the
that.
up and up. Right. Legally only with a fob, but just being able to really be that person
Right.
that they can count on. Having someone to say, I need someone I can trust.
Yes.
I'm moving my family from everything they've ever known. I need someone I can trust that will help my American dreams come true. And knowing that you're that person it has brought a tremendous amount of joy.
And I think what's really cool is tell them about the day that they found this house.
Yes. So we had, in the process of trying to find, right, you don't know what you don't know. And so although sometimes it's a blessing and a curse when someone says, I'm open to anything, because then you're like, hey, we're going to see lots of houses. And we did, but that's what they needed. They needed to see when you don't even know what a house with siding is like, or why is there stone, or why do we have homes with 3 different types of building material?
Sure.
They couldn't understand that, right? So you have to see, we saw over 25 homes. And
in a span of 8 months. I mean, there's not a lot like this
no,
on the
there
market.
isn't.
This is
No.
pretty unique.
And they were under a time constraint, right? So when we went and saw our final home that they decided that they were going to make an offer on, I had been telling them that you have to be in love, right? Tell all of my clients, you have to fall in love. And they were making a decision on a beautiful home, but because they were under a time constraint, not necessarily because they were in love. And I knew that. And so on our way to lunch, to go decide on an offer, I said to them, there is one more house that is 5 miles away. I know you're tired, I know, but I really think it's worth taking a look at.
What did the kids say?
The kids were so over me and not happy with me at all.
They didn't want to ride in the car with you that time. But they always chose probably to be with you.
Correct.
You were saying,
they did. They would always choose to be in my car for showings because for once I got to be the cool one. So it was good, but this time they were not my friends.
Yeah.
But the parents were like, okay, are you sure you think it's worth it? And I said, I really do. I think we should go look. We did. And halfway through looking at this home, she turned to me and said, I get it now. I'm in love. This is our next home.
That's awesome.
And this is the house that we are closing on tomorrow. And so it's beautiful to know that I didn't show them a house, right? They didn't send me a list. And I just, did the robot tour of opening a door and showing them a home. I didn't. I learned what they wanted.
Right.
I learned what I knew that they would want. And sometimes it's someone showing you what you don't know you want, right? What you don't know you need. Right. And that's the beauty of what we do, not opening a door.
And it took the 8 months. It took the time that you had, whether you were FaceTiming a house or on the phone with them, or he had flown in and maybe not the rest of the family, to really get to know them. So when you saw this, you're like, give me some time. You got to see this house.
And what you don't want, right? It's the added stress or pressure of feeling like they closed on the home and then a month later they drive 5 miles up the road and they're like, I wish we had seen this one, right? And so now they can say, we've seen them all.
Well, and it's good to mention too, they're cash buyers. So they don't need an appraisal contingency. So they're relying on you to make sure that this home is valued properly too. So you had to go above and beyond on pretty much every facet of buying a home.
And we actually got very lucky. This builder here and the agent have been phenomenal to work with. But it's also that education piece when you turn in again your earnest money and your proof of funds, and they're not in dollars. Having builders be a little apprehensive, and the agent and the builder was a little nervous at first.
Sure.
And so because they had never dealt with it, right? You don't know what you don't know. And
exactly.
They had never. And so we had to have a couple of calls where I met with the builder and the agent and we worked it all through. And here we are today. It's great.
Here you are. And you've also, one last thing, there's some things that they want to do to this house, like the basement's not finished. Yes. They really want to finish that space. They'd like to have a pool.
Right. And not only that, they left. They have one container that's his basement stuff. Other than that, every single thing from a car, they didn't have driver's license.
Yeah.
They had to get a social security card. Like all the things that you just don't think about, right? And so they needed someone they want some stuff to, no matter what home you buy, you always got something you want to do. They needed help with finding a contractor, with finding an interior designer that's going to furnish a 6,000 square foot home.
And one that they trust.
That they trust.
Goodness, we found one.
A pool guy, a basement guy, right? I went on all those initial consultations with them because they said they trusted me and they just wanted me to be there. And so I did all those consultations with them, and it's great. It's worked out fabulous.
Yeah.
We've got 2 days after closing, 6,000 square feet worth of brand new furniture that our interior designer is dying to get out of her showroom.
But how awesome that you could orchestrate all that. And you are their first impression of America and the American dream. So,
super excited.
Well done.
I'm so excited for them. So happy. They're great people. And it's going to be amazing.
You're so cool.
Thank you.
Call this woman.
Call us. Bye.